The Power Group is a supplier of civil infrastructure services such as roads, bulk earthworks, structures, buildings, housing, as well as project engineering and property development services for private and public clients in South Africa, as well as elsewhere in Africa. Our vision is to be the first choice supplier of these services for our clients, and our purpose is to improve the quality of lives in Africa through infrastructure development. As a company, we are guided by our values of caring for our people, quality, reliability, ethics, and professionalism. Thus, in conducting our business activities, we place extreme importance on the safety and health of our employees and affected stakeholders. Our people are our greatest asset, and their safety and health take precedence of any other priorities within the business. I remind all employees that we are jointly responsible for the safety and health of ourselves and those around us. It is the responsibility of every employee to act in the event of any potential unsafe situation or activity and bring it to the attention of the supervisor and fellow employees.
Reception. Park your vehicle in the designated parking areas. Do not park your vehicles in areas where you may obstruct vehicle movement. All visitors must first report to the main reception area to receive their visitor's identification. You are not permitted to walk through the office building unless accompanied by a power construction representative. Electrical. Electrical equipment used in an office is potentially hazardous, as it can cause serious shock or burn injuries when improperly used or if equipment is poorly maintained. Electrical appliances can be a fire hazard. Be sure to turn off all appliances at the end of the day and to use only grounded appliance plugs into the grounded outlet. If electrical equipment malfunctions or give off a strange odor, disconnect immediately. Never use equipment with cracked, frayed, or broken electrical cords. Appliance. When using the building facilities, be aware of the urns located in the kitchen of each floor. Hot water. These urns contain hot water and can cause serious burns if not used properly. Tripping hazard. Electrical equipment also poses a tripping hazard. Remember to keep electrical extensions clear of any doorways and walkways. Slips, trips, and falls. Slips, trips, and falls contribute the majority of general industrial accidents and can result in back injuries, sprains, and strains. Ladders. Never use a substitute for a ladder, such as a chair or boxes, and remove any obstacles in hallways and other high traffic areas to prevent any incidents. Wet floors. Look out for any wet floor signs when floors are being cleaned. Clean up all spills immediately and secure all racks to ensure a safe environment. Drawers. Close any drawers or filing cabinets where not in use, because open drawers create a tripping hazard. Stairs. When walking up or down any stairs, it is essential that you always ensure to keep a 3-point contact. For example, always hold on a handrail when using any stairs. Back strain. Office ergonomics is important to ensure that there is no extra strain on your back, shoulders, and arms when working. When working at a workstation or a desk, ensure that your chair and body is positioned at a level that is comfortable for you to perform your duties, and that you take regular breaks during tasks when you feel fatigued. Stacking, storage, and lifting. Stacking, storage, and lifting in a typical office job might require you to arrange, stack, or carry large or heavy objects. When carrying any objects in the office, remember to use the correct lifting technique and never to carry any object that is too heavy for you to carry alone or that blocks your view. Should you require any assistance regarding the moving of any larger objects, please contact reception. Always keep your feet flat on the floor and your back straight when you are lifting any objects, and keep a tight grip of the objects close to your body. When stacking or storing any objects, you will need to ensure that the objects are neatly and securely stacked. Never stack any objects where the height exceeds 3 times the size of the base of the object. When stacking or storing any objects, it is also necessary to check that the stacking area is not overloaded or full. Hazardous substances. Hazardous substances are always present in the working environment. Remember the following when working or when in contact with any hazardous substances. Check with your safety representative should you have any questions. Be aware of the types of hazardous substances used within our premises. Be aware of your nearest MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet, with important hazardous substances information. Stress. Stress is another hazard that needs to be taken into consideration. Take note of these tips to reduce stress. Remember to get enough sleep and eat balanced meals that sustain energy. Do quick stretches at your desk to ensure that you get sufficient movement during the day, and take regular breaks whilst working to regain focus and to avoid strain on your eyes and body. General housekeeping. General office housekeeping is another area of focus. When working, always remember to keep your workstation or office clear of any rubbish or tripping hazards. Smoking is only permitted in the dedicated smoking areas that are clearly demarcated. Our restrooms are demarcated according to male, female, and disabled. Hygiene is an important aspect of housekeeping. When using any restrooms, kitchens, or building facilities, it is vital that the highest regard for health and hygiene is adhered to. Emergency. If an emergency situation should arise, it is important to stay calm and react promptly to the dedicated official personnel. An evacuation alarm will signal that it is time to evacuate the building. The following emergency events may take place on the premises. A health and safety emergency, whereby serious health or injury has occurred. Fire or gas explosion emergency. A bomb threat, spillages emergency, industrial action emergency, or a road traffic accident. Signage tips. During any emergency, it is important to be aware of the health and safety representatives that will assist you to evacuate to the correct assembly points. Remember the following tips when evacuating. Look out for any emergency signage in the building indicating exit routes. First aid equipment or fire extinguishers. During evacuation, ensure that you are aware of the emergency evacuation procedures and that any visitors are assisted. Always follow the instructions of the authorized personnel to ensure the safety of all. Never make use of any elevators during an evacuation. Use specific emergency staircases, keeping 3-point contact when descending these stairs. Always keep calm and walk with haste in an orderly fashion during any emergency. There are many evacuation procedure maps and instructions located within the buildings. Take note of these procedures whilst working or visiting in the building. Environment. It is all of our employees and our visitors' responsibilities that all our natural resources are respected and properly conserved. When working or visiting on the premises, it is necessary to be aware of any way in which you can assist to save water and electricity. These tips will assist you to ensure the saving of resources. Report any water leaks or electricity hazards that may cause waste or hazards. Remember to close taps and switch off any lights not being used. Look out for any posters or awareness campaigns regarding the saving of water and electricity. General safety rules. When working or visiting our premises, remember these general safety rules to ensure your health and safety. Remember never to do the following: be in the possession of alcohol or drugs, or be under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Assault or intimidate any other person. Bring any firearms onto the premises without authorization. Carry out private business. Commit a criminal offense. Or willfully damage property. Ensure that you return any property or access card to your host or the security personnel before departing. And that if you are an employee, that your access card is stored in a safe place. If you are unsure of anything during your visit or work, please ask your host for further information. Cell phones. Do not talk on cell phones when it is not safe to do so. Unsafe acts. Report any unsafe acts or unhealthy condition to the Power Construction representative before leaving the office building. Injury. If you are injured or involved in an incident, please report it to the Power Construction representative accompanying you immediately. Drugs or alcohol. Being under the influence of drugs and/or alcohol is strictly prohibited in Power Construction office building workplaces. Littering. Littering is not allowed. Use the waste containers provided in the office building. Return of identification. Please remember to return your visitor's identification card before leaving the building. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed your time with us.